Join me now in welcoming Ben Danielson, who will be talking about learning to unlearn, unlearning to learn.
Clearly, I needed a new headshot. I'm going to talk a little bit today about the idea of how unlearning can really unlock creativity in your life. I think about my life, and I think back to my childhood. I think about twice as good. When I was a kid growing up in Washington, D.C., I was misbehaving, a lot. I was misbehaving a lot. And what I had were I would call aunties or neighborhood moms who were sitting on the stoops in my neighborhood watching me run around, cause trouble, looking at me, keeping an eye on me. And there were people who cared enough to try to give me some of their most important heartfelt advice. One day, one of them called me over to their stoop and started talking to me about how I was starting to grow up. I was about 11. She told me I was changing in people's eyes. From being a little cute little black boy to being what society would consider a scary black man. She went on to teach me about the importance of being twice as good. That as a black man in this world, I would have to be twice as good, work twice as hard, perform twice as well, y'all, with twice as much composure in order to get as far as others. The society was just waiting for me to trip up, to mess up, to act out, to make a mistake. So I had to be twice as good. I came to embrace this advice. I worked harder than others, twice as hard. I strove to be twice as articulate, twice as composed, twice as prepared, twice as good. I adopted the twice as good approach as a fundamental learning. I thought it was integral to who I was. Now, we're all, in one way or some other, accumulations of learnings that inform who we are and how we move in the world. But I would say if we hope to keep growing and learning, keep adapting to new circumstances, then we must make ourselves available to new ideas, to creative ideas in our lives. And we must be able to unlearn the lessons that no longer serve us. We must know what learnings to keep and what learnings to let go of. So today I'm making the case for you that you should devote yourself to learning how to unlearn. In my time as a physician, in my lifetime as a human, in being a black man, I've come to deeply value the practice of unlearning. As a physician, even as I absorbed all the knowledge that medical training had to offer, I eventually had to unlearn the idea that physicians have all the answers. In my lifetime, I've done the work to unlearn lessons like you can change people's minds by providing them with enough information. Or that facts win arguments. As a black man, I've had to unlearn twice as good because it's ultimately a trap. It denies you the opportunity for creativity. It denies you the ability to care for yourself. It feeds imposter syndrome. It denies the basic right to be angry. Being willing to unlearn can be hard, especially when learning has come from somebody that you regard highly, like those aunties. For instance, one of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s famous and frequently quoted learnings is that the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. This sounds compelling. It sounds good. It sounds comforting. It sounds righteous. It sounds right. The problem is that it promotes passivity, makes you think you can just wait. And whatever terrible things are going on, they will go away on their own without you doing a thing. It's hard to question a learning from someone as iconic, as amazing as MLK. Yet when I think about it, I realize that Dr. King himself chose to unlearn that one and came to repeatedly disdain the inaction of good people, disdain them even more than the actions of bad people. It's important to take time to pause, periodically. Reassess the learnings you've historically called the things that you know. It's important to listen to a range of views, to take in the best compilation of wisdom and knowledge available to you right now, and to consider if a past learning is relevant or useful to you today. This kind of learning hygiene is especially important when the institutions around us are under attack, to help us reaffirm the learnings we commit to hold on to. Some learnings are reaffirmed and retained. For me, they're things like equity work is not profane. Equity work is core to humanity. Learnings like protecting reproductive health care rights is a societal imperative. Learnings like we should not deport people because they protest injustice or because they have tattoos. Today I reaffirm those learnings. And there are some learnings that may merit unlearning, like our two-party money-poisoned electoral system works well. Or like I can just sit idly by because the arc of the moral universe, blah, blah, blah. Learning to unlearn takes intention and practice, and it helps prevent you from being driven by fear or uncertainty. You each hold an incredible power to reflect, reassess, to reaffirm, to let go, to unlearn, all in the service of continuing to grow on this amazing journey called life. I'm learning to unlearn the twice as good and all the imposter syndrome and forced stoicism that comes with that mantra. Maybe you have a thing you've learned, a thing you embraced at one point, an aphorism, a credo, a mantra of your own that it's time to question, that may be worthy of unlearning. Taking time to unlearn is so important, it's worth cultivating. It's part of the roots of creativity. It's how you unlock your brain and your heart. It's the kind of pruning that helps you remove unhealthy branches of knowledge and thought and helps nourish the healthy branches and helps you grow up and become more vigorously creative and part of our society in the ways that you want to be. Unlearning unlocks your creativity and it makes you bloom even brighter. Thank you.